All right, man. We have some sad news to talk about. First off, I'd love to send thoughts and prayers out to his family. I'm sure this is absolutely heartbreaking for them. It's heartbreaking for us as Georgia Bulldog fans. Red Healan has. First, I want to say this is from WGAU 98.7. I will post the link of this video in the description. Red Healan has died. The Northeast radio legend, whose long careers included time at WRFC, died this week in Winder at the age of 96. Red Healan was inducted to the Georgia Music Hall of Fame in 1990, and of course was Ed Felinius' sidekick, color announcer on the Georgia football broadcast in the 60s. He was born on Christmas Day, 1927. He was 96 years old. This has this stuff. I don't feel comfortable reading some of this stuff out loud, because that's not my place. Reed had a unique and interesting life. He served as the Air Force near the end of World War II and is a member of the Greatest Generation. He was an early pioneer of radio broadcasting, starting his career playing live radio music in the 1940s. He was also a popular radio personality during that time, as part of the musical duo Reed and Leon in Athens, Georgia on WRFC. As he advanced in radio, he was known for promoting the careers of many upcoming country music and gospel artists of all time. He was also a founding member of the Country Music Association, was honored on stage at the Grand Ole Opry in 2010 for what he did. By the mid-1960s, he was known for Northeast Georgia as a popular radio broadcaster. He spent many a football Saturday in the press box with his friend Ed Felinius, calling the Georgia Bulldogs, calling the University of Georgia football games. He was an avid Dolphin fan, attended home games so long as he was able. In 1966, he would leave the vice president position in WRFC in Athens, being recruited by Gainesville. He was also a color commentator for old stock car races in Atlanta Motor Speedway in 1970. That is really cool. He was included into the Georgia Music Hall of Fame in 1990 after retiring from broadcasting. In later years, enjoyed traveling the world with his friends and a group of UGA alumni. So I am not going to go in all detail on some of all of that, because that's definitely not my place. It's just, man, we have a bunch of legends calling games for the University of Georgia. So, and I also want to say, it says, I guess this was pronounced Reed. If it's Red Healan, then I absolutely apologize for butchering his name this whole video. But yeah, that's a long story career, and you have many different kind of radio he was in right there, man. I mean, either it was going to music or anything else, or sports. As like I said, he was the color commentator for the Georgia Bulldogs. And what's interesting to me about this is, or his career, what's interesting about his career, is that, you know, when Munson came along, a lot of people don't know who Georgia's radio announcers were before Munson, and so Red Healan was Ed Felinius' sidekick. That's because you never, like, going back to like the 50s and 60s, you don't hear a lot. There's not a lot of radio audio of these two guys, of Ed and Ray, doing games, and I would love to find that. That would be interesting to hear. But yeah, first and foremost, I just want to absolutely send thoughts and prayers to his family. He died at 96 years old. So to the family, man, he lived a long, great life, man. And some people don't get to live that long. So he lived a wonderful, great life. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family. I will share the link to this WGAU article in the description. But man, he just sounded like, from this, he sounded like a absolutely amazing person. So yeah, rest in peace, Red Healan. You will be sorely missed by your family and Dog Nation. Thank you for all you contributed in the Georgia Radio Network. And once again, thoughts and prayers go to his family, and yeah.